Hello, and we're here today to discuss posing and lighting of live models. In this instance, I have two live models dressed up for a beach scene, and what we're going to attempt is to pose them and light them indoors as if we were posing them outdoors. The underlying presupposition here is that there is no difference whatsoever in arranging and posing and lighting figures outside, inside, or whether the figures are still lifes, landscapes, or any other inanimate objects. There is no difference. And if you hear somebody saying, I can paint apples and pears and dishes, but I can't paint people, their problem is that they can't do it, they just can't paint. The process is the same throughout. I'm going to pose them and light them as if they were inanimate still life objects. There's going to be a sense of subordination. There's going to be a theme, there's going to be a single player and supportive players, and there's going to be a light source. In this case, we're acting as if these studio lights are the sunlight, and we're going to realize that sun bounces off the ground and up into the figures, the ground providing a secondary light source, reflecting its light up into a lesser light. So with that in mind, I'm going to arrange them, but with live models, I get to talk to them and they move. It's not like arranging still life objects. So in this case, with two people, and it's important with more than one model to be sensitive to the interaction of the models, because I try to create a moment or a theme or a story or a narrative that depends on the human factor and the interrelationship of the players involved. So what I'd like you to do then is let's see, go ahead and put that hat on if you would. And yeah, and go ahead and drape that, hold that towel over your shoulder if you would you place that, yeah, if you'd bring that around here. For the moment, what's your name? Yeah, Ashley. Drop that down to your side a little bit. Okay. Okay, now come over and give me your back if you would. Right there. Now, if you'll move that way, okay, look at her. All right. Okay, Ashley, if you'd give me more of your back, if you would, turn this way. You'll turn around this way and look at me. Oh, forget it. Let's just sit on the ground and just be on the beach and on the sand. Maybe that's a little easier for two people. We're picnicking now. We're picnicking. Now, do you see how when I had them relax and come in a relaxed way and flop right down on the ground, they fell into a pose, if you'd look at her. Now, to me, that's an interesting pose. Now, I just illustrated to you a studio trick. You create stress in trying to pose your models, and then you tell them, just relax and sit down. The next thing they do will be your pose. This is an old studio trick, and I've just illustrated that phase of it. As far as the lighting, all you have to do is remember that you have one light source, main light source, and a secondary light source, which is the ground or other objects. And in this case, even Ashley could be a light source for reflected light that would bounce into Sarah. So here endeth the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it.